Good afternoon, students. Welcome to political science class, and today we are going to revise the lesson What is democracy? Why democracy? I am your social science teacher JP sir. Already we studied the chapter. Now let's revise the chapter with some definitions and all. We will start with definition. All of you know the definition of democracy. Democracy is a form of government in which rulers are elected by the people. But this simple definition is not adequate. It reminds us that democracy is people's rule. But if we use this definition in an unthinking manner, we would end up calling almost every government that holds an election is a democracy. That would be very misleading, as we shall find out that every government in contemporary world wants to be called a democratic country or democracy, even if it is not so. For example, the King of Nepal and Saudi Arabia, their rule is not because the people have chosen them to do so, but because they happen to born into a royal family. So we can call such a type of government is democratic government? No. This is why we need to carefully distinguish between a government that is democracy and one that pretend to be one. So let's start it. In democratic country, we can find that the final decision making power must rest with those elected by the people. But many times it is not going to happen. In Pakistan, General Pervez Musharraf led a military coup in October 1999. He overthrew a democratic government and declared himself as the chief executive of the country. Later on, he changed his designation to president and in 2002 held a referendum in the country that granted him 5-year extension. So we can call such a type of government is democratic government? No. So free and fair electoral competition must be there. In democracy we can find it is must be based on free and fair election where those currently in power have a fair chance of losing. In democratic country we can find elections are there and election voting it is very important, but we can find that everywhere voting rights are there. No. In Saudi Arabia we can find that women they do not have the right to vote. Same Estonia, they has made its citizenship rule in such a way that people belonging to Russian minority find it difficult to get the right to vote. At the same time in Fiji, the electoral system is such that the vote of an indigenous Fiji that has more value than that of an Indian Fijian. So that is not good. So in democracy, each adult citizen must have one vote and each vote must have one value. Then only we can call it a democratic government. Then a democratic government rules within limits set by constitutional laws and citizens' right. Constitution plays important role and rulers they are going to take the major decision. Elections offer a choice and fair opportunity to the people to change the current rulers. This choice and opportunity is available to all people on equal basis. And the exercise of this choice leads to government limited basic rules and constitution and citizens' right. At the same time, we can find some arguments are there. So what are the arguments? What are the arguments for democracy? What are the arguments against democracy? Let's study that one. We can find arguments for the democracy. First argument, we can see that it improves the quality of decision making by consulting various people and institutions. Second, it enhances the dignity of citizen by providing equality, fundamental rights and freedom. It is better form of government. It is more accountable form of government. It allows one to correct its own mistake. In other form of government, it is not possible. It provides a method to deal with difference and conflicts. So these are the arguments for democracy. But all these arguments are there? No. Some arguments are against of the democracy. So which are those arguments? First one we can find democracy is all about political competition and power play. You can find every after 5 years elections are there, election commission is there. political parties are there, they are going to take part in election, and you can find most of the time moral values. That means there is no scope for the morality or moral values during election. That is one problem. Second, you can find leaders, they are going to change. Leaders keep changing in a democracy. This leads to instability. If in election ruling party won election, or one party with majority it won election, it is good. But sometimes coalition government is there and it creates problem. Elected leaders do not know the best interest of the people. It leads to a bad decision. It happens. Democracy leads to corruption. It is based on electrical electoral competition. Then ordinary people don't know what is good for them. They should not decide anything. So many people have to be consulted in a democracy that leads to delays. So in democracy we can find it, but still democracy is good form of government. It is a better form of government because it is more accountable form of government. Democracy improves the quality of decision making. In another form of government, it is not possible. That's why democracy is important. Democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. All people they are having right to vote. It provides a method to deal with different problems, issues, conflicts. It is better form of government because it allows to correct its own mistake. So we can find it is good form of government, and that's why democracy is important. I hope you understand it. Revise the chapter. Stay home. Stay safe. Goodbye.